Hello, welcome to Handmade Paper Art. My name is Ernesto Aviña, and today we're going to be working on Frankenstein. Okay, let's get started. The first thing that we have to do for this figure is we have to create the base, and the base of the figure is going to be 2 brown pieces and 1 black piece on top. Alright, so we have our brown pieces. We're going to grab 1 brown piece and put it on top of another one. And we're going to grab a black piece and put it on top of that one. And it's going to look like this. And we're going to need 9 more just like this to create a total of 10. So once we have our 10, we have to put them all together. Let's go ahead and grab 2 of them. And these points here are going to go into those 2 pockets there, just like this. And we're going to do the same for all of them to put them all together. Once all 10 are together, it should look like this. We're going to flip this to the other side, and we're going to put these 2 points into those 2 pockets to finish this up. And this is what it should look like. The next step is to grab our green. So we're going to grab our green pieces, and we're going to go ahead and just put one randomly anywhere because it's all the same. And this is going to mark our midpoint. And we're going to put 1 more to the right and then 1 more to the left. And then the rest of the row is going to be black. The next step in the process is to do the inverted row, which is the neckline that separates the body from the neck. And for this one, we're going to use 10 pieces of this light green. And because the pieces are going to be inverted, we want our pieces to be like this and not like this. So this would be the normal way to do it. And inverted is just flipping this piece to the other side and putting the little sharp bump on the inside. Okay, so now the next step is to grab the rest of our light green pieces, and we're going to put one right here to mark the middle of the face, right where the middle of the chest is, right where that green is at. And we're going to put 2 more of these light green pieces on the right and then 2 more on the left. So this is what it should look like. It should be 5 pieces of light green, and we're going to put 4 more right on top of this. Okay, so now we're going to flip it over to this side, and we're going to start on the back side of the head. We're going to grab our black pieces for the hair, and we're going to do 5 for the first row. Now we're going to do 6 for the second row. And on top of this, we're going to do another 5 for the third row. Now we're going to flip it over to the other side, and we're going to continue with the face. We're going to do another 5 and then another 4 on top to finish up the face. So now that the face is finished, we're going to flip it back around to the other side, and we're going to finish the back of the head and then also the top of the head. So we need 6 more to finish up the 4th row, and then another 10 to finish up the head. Okay, so this is what your figure should look like. We do have to do more to the rest of this head for our Frankenstein. If you look at this figure, he has like bolts coming out of his hairline right here. So in order to do that, we're gonna grab our gray pieces and we're gonna grab our figure that we just constructed. We're gonna pull from here, right where the hair meets the face. We're gonna grab one of our black pieces and put it over one of the gray pieces, and we're gonna put that right back in where it was. And this gray piece is gonna fall right in between the two pieces right below, while this top piece is gonna go right above those other two pieces, and it should look just like this. We're gonna pull this one out too, grab a gray piece, and we're gonna slip this gray one right in between while the black one goes over the two other pieces. And we're just gonna keep doing that until we reach the other side, or until we have 5 of them. And this is what it should look like. Alright, so the next step that we're gonna work on is we're gonna make the arms and the legs. And in order to make the arms and the legs, we need 1, 2, 3, 4 black pieces. We need 2 light green pieces. And we're gonna need 2 brown pieces. We're gonna grab one of these black pieces, we're gonna open it up, and we're gonna fold this point part down to the middle. Just like that. And then we're gonna close it up. And then we'll grab one of these for the hand. And we'll put these 2 points into those 2 pockets there. And this is how we create the hand. And we gotta do this one more time for the other arm. And now for the legs. So now we grab our figure and we're gonna move it over to the side here. There's 2 different ways to know where to put the arms. We go from the chest. This is your middle point. We're gonna count 2. So it's 1, 2 to the right, and then this is where you would put your first arm. So it's chest, 1, 2, then the arm. The other way to know is right here where the face meets the hair. Right here. This is where you would put the other one. So those are the 2 ways to know. From the middle point, counting 1, 2, there, or from where the face meets the hair. Now for the legs, we're gonna go off of the middle point. So we got the middle point. We're gonna come down 1, and then we're gonna go to the right 1, and then we're gonna skip this one straight to this one. And now from this point, you know that for a figure that is 4 pieces for the body, 4 rows, there's going to be a 2-point gap. So we would skip this one and go straight to this one. But it would be the same as going to the middle point, coming down, going down to the left one, skipping it, and then going straight to that one. And now we have our figure pretty much built together, just like this. Now, the only details that are missing on this figure now are the 2 bolts for the cheeks and the eyeballs. For the eyeballs, I have this little piece of paper here. I have a sheet that you can download. It's going to be in the description. That way you could get a sheet full of eyeballs for all of the figures that you're going to build here. And let me show you how to make these little bolts. I could take this one out of here. And you should be able to see it here. It's pretty much the same as one of the other triangles. Let me grab one here. And what we're going to do is we're going to open it up. We're going to fold this part just slightly down. Just enough for you to fit your thumb in there a little bit. and bring it down. And we're also going to fold this part in. We're going to put our thumb right here to the side a little bit, bring it down, and then our thumb over here to this side, bring it down a little bit, just to give it a little bit of a fold. We'll flip it over to the other side, and then we'll just continue with what we started. And it should look something a little bit like this. Now let me open it up so you can see what it looks like. You open it up, and essentially we folded this part down like that. You see that? And we folded this part down. So we folded this in, and then we folded this part in too. And this is what it looks like. So now that we have our two pieces that we just built, let's go ahead and put them on him. And this is gonna go right here. So you have the bolt all the way to the right. We're gonna come down, and this is where it's gonna go as its cheek. And you kind of want it to sit square, so I think it's gonna go in like this. And right there, it has like a little square shape. That's what I meant by sitting square, because if you put it in the wrong way, it's going to be facing the wrong direction, kind of like this one. Let me just try it. See how this one is facing downwards? You want to flip that one around to the other side, and then it'll be more square, just like that. So let me go ahead and cut these eyes out, and then I'll put them on him. So we're going to look at our figure. And we're gonna go right here to the center. We're gonna come up one. We're gonna count 1, 2, 3. So this is gonna be our nose. We don't have to do anything to the nose right now. So we're gonna go one over to the right, and that's gonna be where our first eye is gonna go. And we're just gonna smash that in. We're gonna go back to the nose. We're gonna go to the left, and that's where our other eye is gonna be. We're gonna smash that in. We're going to grab our glue and put a little bit of glue right there, and then on the other side. And we're going to go ahead and drop our eyes in. And our figure is now complete. Now all we're going to do is just glue everything in. So we're just going to take one arm out. I'm going to put a little bit of glue in there. Put that back in, the next leg. And I'm just going to glue it really fast so you guys can see how I do it. Alright, and we just open up the arm a little bit, the hand. We stick it out, we put a little bit of glue in there. Alright, and your Frankenstein should be complete. Thank you guys so much for following this tutorial. Hopefully you guys were able to build it. If you were, feel free to send me a picture on Instagram and I could share it with my followers. And for the next tutorial, we're gonna have the Bride of Frankenstein, and hopefully you guys will be able to build both of them. That way you guys can have the pair. Yeah, so this was Handmade Paper Art. My name is Ernesto Aviña, and thank you guys so much for following my tutorial and supporting me. Have a good one. Bye.